Ooh. He's going fast. Hang in there, Bob. Oh, man. This is part 2 of our exploration series. Today we're actually going to be getting into doing science to progress through the tech tree and then start exploring outer space and the Kerbal system. Of course, we probably won't get to space in this one, but that's okay. If you remember back to our previous part, our previous video, we put a few Kerbals through Kerbonaut training to become Kerbonauts in Kevin's Kerbal Space Center. And since that video released, I put the remaining 2 crews through it and both graduated. However, one guy, Paul Z, had a slight mishap during his pilot flight training and had to eject. So I never had to do that before, so that ejection seat actually came in handy. However, he has been removed from the pilot pipeline and is now an engineer. Instead, Corley took his place, and now Corley went from an engineer and he is a graduated pilot. So let's get into today's video. The first thing we want to do, the very first thing we want to do is just collect science, and we can do that right on the pads. We're just going to use a simple capsule, open up our roster here, and Valentina is a graduated scientist. She's going to do the science out on the pad. Right there you can see we can already collect some science. We'll run that experiment. There's no place like home. That's a crew observation, but we can also go outside and do some EVA science. Alright. And we'll take a sample from the pad. And there you go. She did her job. Samples gathered around the KSC are dirt, small pebbles, and some interesting leaves that might make a pretty display. The ground samples are fertilized loam, small pebbles, and a chunk of asphalt. Tarmac Henry is going to be furious. Alright. So that gives us about 14.4 science data. Will give us another 8. So pretty good collection there. Let's go ahead and recover the vessel with Valentina in it. And now we have 22 science, so let's go ahead and just spend it, see what we can spend it on. And we have to spend it on light launchers, so that's what we're going to buy. Hours now, and we still have 12, so we can purchase something else as well. What can we purchase? How about environmental science, because that will give us another science thing to do. Yes, the Science Junior. Let's do it. Hours now. Alright, back to the Kerbal Space Center. And let's go back to the VAB. Let's do the exact same thing, only this time we're going to add that Science Junior to the bottom here. Slap it right on there, and then we're going to get our other scientist, not Bob, Firster, and he's going to go out to the pad and collect us some science right there on the pad again. All right. Okay. Temperature is average for this time of year, which is all of the year. Temperature, barometric pressure, and humidity is all nominal. Wind speeds are low. It is a perfect day for flying or sitting under a tree with a good book, maybe both at the same time. And let's go ahead and collect Firster with the Science Junior and capsule. And back into the R&D center we go, because we have another 10. We can spend it. Let's see. I like to get some radial shoots, so we're going to unlock aerodynamics and stability. Alright, and that evens us out at 0. Alright, now we're going to do a mission, so let's head into mission control. And let's talk to Curry Kerman. Because we're going to launch the Kerbal Space Program's inaugural vessel, a fully functional Rocher track mission. We're going to earn 20 science for this. I do have the science at 80%, So if you have it at the default 100%, if you play exploration mode, you should get 25, I believe. Hello, Director. That'd be me. I'm Dr. Carrie Kerman, the department head of Mission Control. Mission Control is just one of many impressive buildings we've finished. It's got that new building smell and everything. Here you can access everything you need to embark on missions to earn science. If you're interested in tips and tricks, exciting discoveries, life around campus, and more info on missions, join me for a mission brief, which is what we're doing right now. Read it all or just a bit. Just like in space, there's no pressure, hee. When the mission's last objective is complete, come back here to submit your mission report. After a quick mission debrief from me, we'll turn your paperwork into sweet science. If you want some practice, go to the training center and take the Missing the Ground refresher course. After that, it's time to get to work, or as I like to say, shoot for the moon. Now that we have a director, it's time to build and launch our program's inaugural vessel. For our first mission, your objective is to launch a Rocher, a rocket, from Kerbin and achieve an altitude of 10,000 meters. It's hard to have a space program without launching a rocket. Feel free to track your missions and poke around the mission tracker. Poke gently though, all the equipment is new. When you're done, come back and submit your report. Good luck, Director Kev. Over and out. To the VAB we go, and to the VAB we are. And now we need to build our first rocket, or as the French would probably not say, Rocher. Alright, and we need to build it for survival in mind. Because we are going to take a Kerbinaut up to 10,000 clicks and maybe a little beyond that. So one of the first things we want to add is a shoot. Bro, let's add shoot. And you know, this is an ugly paint job, so we're going to take care of that right off the bat here. Boom. Boom. Alright. That's a decent way to start. Very conservative. Alright. We're going to need a decoupler. Got that on there. Ooh, you know what? Now that we have a Science Junior, we might as well slap a Science Junior on there as well, yeah? Where is it? Here it is. Boink. Boink. There we go. Now a fuel tank. 10,000. We'll add, that might be a little, with the Science Junior weighs a little something. So yeah, we'll just put that tank on there just to be safe. We need an engine or it's not going to go very far. This is a little overkill, no doubt. Let's see what we're at here with our engineer report. Yeah, 3 times the thrust weight. I wonder how what the Reliant engine would look like here. Oh, that's 4 times. Is that more powerful? Really, is it? Max thrust is 188. Oh yeah, it is more powerful. So yeah, we'll go with the weaker engine. Not that we need to save money. It's not like career mode in KSP1, unfortunately. That was the only mode I ever played back in my day. But beggars can't be choosers. Okay, let's adjust these wings just a little bit. Root length, there we go. And wingspan, that's a little much. And wing angle, boom. How about that? Alright. Command pod is missing a heat shield. Well, we're not going that high, so I'm not worried about friction. We do need to worry about our staging. Alright, all set already. It's a 2-stager. One more check through the list, make sure we're not missing nothing. Yep, that's all we can do. Well, we do need to adjust our chutes a little bit. I don't want to be hanging up there for too long. We'll go minimum pressure 75. That's about cloud level, actually. And we'll deploy at a conservative 800 meters. That might be a little early, but better early than late. And our first Kerbinaut to actually fly on a rocket in exploration mode will be none other than the Jeb Man. To the pad we go. Alright, there's our shiny play stick. Our boom stick. Throttle's all the way up. SAS is on. We don't have RCS, that's okay. Let's see if we can kill more than 2 birds with this mission. So we're gonna arc it. We're gonna arc it over there to the west, not to the east, and we're gonna see if we can get some science out in the field. Alright. Here we go. Ease away. number we're keeping an eye on right here. It needs to get above 10,000 meters. Make it 11,000 just to be safe. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. Easy. Easy. Alright, we more than doubled it. We just completed our mission there. We're not even want to use all of our fuel. But we can do some science while we're hanging out up here. Alright. Take a look at that after we land. How about that? Not gonna worry about it right now. Make sure we get over this mountain range, yeah? I want to be landing on a mountain. So let's go a little bit more to the left. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. We got a nice flat open plain over here I want to land in. Alright. Prepare to decouple. Decoupling.
Okay.
So we didn't reach space, but we weren't intending to. Space is actually 70,000 meters, so we're not even close to halfway yet. But we'll go to space another time. You would think the Science Junior would make this vessel bottom heavy, but clearly that ain't the case. So long as our chute deploys and Jeb comes back to me safely, that's all I care about. It was expensive to put him through Kermanaut school. Right, we do have SAS to help us out, so we might as well use it, I guess. That'll slow us down a bit. Our chute should deploy reefed at the cloud level here. That's about 3,000 meters, I believe. Maybe 2,000. It's one of the two. 2 or 3,000 meters. But that's when our chute should deploy. Coming in at 7,000 meters. Hopefully we're not landing on a steep hill. Our chute is not deploying. We're gonna lose Jeb. Jeb! Jeb died on the very first mission. Why did the chute not deploy? Were we going too fast? We were going like 200 plus? Well, that's sad. Someone play the violin for me. Like I said before in our last video, we're doing permadeath, so there's no bringing Jeb back. He is gone for good. Jeb is KIA. I'm wondering if we can submit that report at the Kerbal Space Center. Yes, we can. We still get our science at least. Thanks for the self-sacrifice there, Jeb. Welcome back. Thrilling work on the launch pad. Yeah, I'll say. A reporter passed out because of all the excitement. Then again, it could have been the rocket fumes. They asked all about you, but I just said no comment. I think the joke went over their heads. We had a man die, Carrie, and you're making jokes. Anyway, you're off to a great start. Clearly, not so much. After our debrief, submit your mission report and earn some science. And don't forget to swing by the R&D center to see what the new parts are available. The folks in R&D have ideas for some cool advancements, and a little bit of science can make those ideas real. When you're done unlocking new technologies, return here for your next mission. Over and out. Thanks for the science. It only cost me Jeb. Alright. This is our redo vehicle that I just constructed. Obviously it has 2 capsules, one for pilot, one for a scientist, because when we, hopefully gently this time, in one piece, or 2 pieces I guess, land in the field, I want Bob, the scientist, to be able to get out and take surface samples, because the way I'm playing, only scientists can take surface samples and do science that way. So we got to bring Bob with us if we want to get that science. I adjusted the parachutes The one that's going to be keeping the science junior module will have 2 parachutes just for redundancy purposes. Hopefully everyone walks away from this one, unlike what happened with Jeb. Poor Jeb. All right, let's try this. We have Frozone being the pilot and Bob the scientist. All right, we're gonna arc this thing to the field. Here we go. What? Looks like we're aiming for the mountain range, so that sucks. We might not even get out of the KSC perimeter. We'll see. Alright, we're gonna decouple now. Good luck, gentlemen. Hope your chutes work. I hope you don't roll down this mountain either. We are not having the best luck so far. We got 1 chute deployed. Two chutes, and there's the 3rd chute. Awesome. All right. See if we can watch him land. Is he gonna roll? Oh, that looks like it's a pretty steep cliff. Hopefully he doesn't roll down it too much. Guess we'll find out. I guess I should have stuck the Science Junior module on Bob's capsule since he's the scientist. Looks like he's rolling down that hill. Now, stay with us, Bob. It looks pretty steep, too. Oof. Here we go. Hey, we stuck the landing at least. Oof. He's going fast. Hang in there, Bob. Oh, man. Bobby. At least you landed upright. You got a headache there, Bob? Alright, let's get you out. Get your bearings. You're probably a little dizzy. Take your surface sample. Do the job you were here to do. The soil in this area appears to be quite rich in both phosphates and nitrates. Sample results: 48% mineral, 3% organic matter, 22 to 38% water, and 25 to 35% air. Alright, we can still do more science. It's observation, I bet. Yeah, he's doing an observation. And there are a myriad of flowers blooming as far as the eye can see. Yeah, pretty flowers. Nice observation there, Bob. Okay. That was my phone. Let's see if we can get back, do our science experiment here. It's a nice view of the Kerbal Space Center. I'm glad we got far enough away to actually get science. Readings indicate significant pollen allergen concentration. Extra tissues are advised. Oh, allergies, terrible. We can do EVA experiments, but since Frozone isn't a scientist, he's a pilot in my game. He cannot do EVA science, so we're not going to do it. There are no cheats. So let's recover vessel. This was a success, although it got pretty hairy there for a minute. Close. Let's go back. Oh, can we not go back? Right, I'm going to have to go to tracking station. And collect him this way. Recover. So that means Bob has now ranked up to Chief. Okay. And he has completed one mission. Still the furthest traveled is the Kerbin atmosphere. And then we have Frozone right below him. And since he's a pilot, he was already a chief, but he ranks up to Senior Chief. Senior. And he completed one mission. All right. There we go. Frozone is now the lead Kerbinaut in command. It should have been Jeb, but Jeb is dead. Dead Jeb. So now we have 47 science. Wow, that really paid off. Awesome. Let's go spend it. It's burning a hole in my pocket. Okay, so we got survivability, which is paying off huge for us. Probs. We need some probs, some probes, bras. Because we got batteries there. Let's research that. And we unlocked lights and utilities, and we need that little ladder thing there if we're gonna build even bigger rockets. We still have 22. Well, let's go ahead and unlock solid fuel booster so we can move on the tech tree there. We only have 7 left, so that's where we're gonna end that. Let's go to the mission control. See what other missions they have for us. We have out of the atmosphere, and we have someone left an anonymous note that our launch wasn't a success. Let's make it undeniable. Let's not do that one yet. We'll save that for next time, but we are going to do one more mission. We're going to splash down. Let's go back to the VAB. There we go. Now the Science Junior module is connected to the Science capsule. That makes more sense that way. So let's check our staging here. We got first stage, undock. This can go up here with this one. And I have these set for minimum impulse, so we don't jettison the capsules too far away from each other. That deploys this chute, and these chutes can go down here with this one. Let's just check out and make sure all these look good. No, we can bring this to, they worked well last time, so we can bring this up to like 60, and we'll bring this down to like, this will already be going pretty oh, actually no, that's why I can't do that. That's why I had this attached to this top one, because it can carry this topper parachute thing. All right, what's that actually called? The M16. Okay, because this one can only have, well, actually, you know what? I changed my mind again. This is what we're gonna do. Don't need this one on here no more. Oh, there we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stick 2 radial chutes onto this bottom capsule. That should work. And we're gonna deploy it a little bit high here. Alright, 800. And this one is, we don't need 1,000. Let's go 650. Alright. Make sure our staging is good again. Alright, Corley and Henson are the 2 remaining Kerbinauts we haven't used today, so they're going to complete this last mission. And their mission is to splash this down in the water to get us even more science. We're just going to aim for this pond over here. Actually, yeah, we're going to aim for this body of water over here. Here we go. Does that look good? I think that looks like we're gonna land in the water, maybe, hopefully. Let's bring it back a little bit just to make sure. A little bit more. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. Alright, great success. Splash. Wait for the splash. There's the splash. Okay, so we can do more science. Let's see what science we got here. Record the crew assessment. The barometric pressure is dropping. We may see a storm later. Yeah, it got a little wet there. I think I just saw a school of kittenfish. Fish. Okay, and we could do an EVA science. Yeah, that's why I brought the scientist. Sampling the water. The water is extremely salty. Sample results: 95% water, you think? 3% salt and a small percentage of organic and inorganic substances. Alright, I couldn't swim. He must be on the Kerbal swim team. Okay. Make sure Coralie here is good to go. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and cover this vessel. Confirm. Can I switch? Nope, can't switch. I need to fix that. At least I can click on it and switch. And recover. Alright, Coralie is now a Senior Chief. And Henson is now just a plain old chief. And now we have 37 more science to spend. We might save it. No, let's go ahead and spend it on orbital rocketry because we'll definitely be getting into that. Maybe next time, maybe not. I know next time for sure we will be heading into space for our very first space mission. Until that time, Godspeed.